Hey guys, it's me, V Money. I'm the director for SoCal TMG. I'm here to provide you with a preview for this year and what to expect. So, one major change is the format for how TMG will look this year. So, last year we had 12 teams competing, and in those 12 teams, we had 4 groups of 3. And we had round robin in those groups, and the top team from each group moved on to a bracket, a single elimination top 4 bracket, so 4-team bracket. This year we want to do five groups of 3 teams each because there are 15 teams. But instead of just eliminating crews that that don't place first in their pool, we want to have all the second place teams in each pool come to a wildcard weekend. So the idea of wildcard weekend is all of these 5 second place teams, the second place team from each group, will come and play a round robin of those 5 teams, and the teams that end up with the top 3 records move on to bracket. So that gives us a 8-team single elimination bracket for the final stage of SoCal TMG this year, which seems a lot more hype because wildcard weekend is basically teams fighting for their TMG lives and jockeying for seeding. And it doesn't punish the second seed in whichever group has UC Irvine or UC Santa Barbara, a really, really strong team where a second seed is most likely not going to make it out as the winner of that group. Now let's do a little preview of the teams, specifically what's changed from last year. So UC Santa Barbara, let's start with them. They lost Dante Fox but gained Allen, the NorCal ranked Peach main. So UC Santa Barbara looks like it's only gotten stronger. UC Irvine lost no one and gained Luigi Kid. Luigi Kid is a very, very good Luigi player from Santa Barbara, actually, which means that our top 2 teams have only gotten stronger. I would say they're in the top 3 with UCLA. UCLA can still, I would say, compete with those 2 teams. Their team hasn't changed at all, with Reason leading the way, the ranked SoCal doc main. But they also have some really solid players, specifically that our top 4 are incredibly solid, with Takatsu, Zio, and Kobayashi. Then comes that next tier of schools that I'd consider them dark horse schools, teams that could break into that Elite 3, but I wouldn't say are favorites against any of those 3 teams. So UC San Diego, San Diego State, and Cal State Fullerton are all teams with really strong lineups and could make a run in the final 8 bracket. UCSD has the SoCal Hidden Boss East Coast Jeff, along with PTK, and Mojo and Mix. Mojo and Mix have dominated the high school Smash scene for the past year and are now going to UCSD as freshmen. San Diego State has Zach and Rita, and Heel Tony, TP Fox, and Yoshi, who are all sort of San Diego hidden bosses. Zach and Rita specifically are top 5 players in San Diego. So both of the San Diego teams look pretty strong, along with Cal State Fullerton. So Koopa Troopa, Psycho Midget, Nasty Nate, and Anto are all old school veteran players that could take sets from low-level PR in SoCal. So I'd say they're all definitely people to watch out for. So that's that next tier. Finally, there's the tier of schools that will probably make it to wildcard weekend, but probably won't make it that far. They won't make a bracket run in top 8. So this tier of schools is led by Cal Poly Pomona, I think. Cal Poly Pomona has Tujar, Video Waffles, and K1 among their notables. Tujar is a PM ranked Luigi player who's very good. Along in that same vein, sort of, USC, led by Cool Hat. They lost the depths, which really hurts USC, I think, but I think they're still solid enough to do pretty well at wildcard weekend, I'd say. Claremont lost Q Puff, who's their best player, but again, I think they're solid enough to do okay at wildcard weekend. Finally, there's one last dark horse team I'd like to mention, who's Cal State Long Beach. They have the same roster of 5 players, led by T1S. They made an upset last year, beating Cal State Fullerton, which is why I put them in the discussion. They have the same team, they have TMG experience, and they've only gotten stronger. So I can see them doing well on Wildcard Weekend. And that's your SoCal TMG preview for Fall 2015.